Europe where Serb internees were. So this is Serbia, and they were all sent to like Greece, Austria, Germany, Poland, France, and even Norway. Because I never knew like prisoners would have been sent to Norway, I guess, by Nazis. Because normally the Norwegian Jews were actually sent to Germany and all throughout Europe. Rajigovic Popovic's Durka concentration camp uniform. So it's got the red triangle with the J on it. This public museum explains concentration camps outside of Yugoslavia where Serbs were taken to. So this explains about concentration camps in Germany. This here explains about concentration camps in France, Greece, and Poland, with a brief mention of Norway at the top. And then it says you're looking at the blocks and thousands of young women all over the road, and you think the women from all over Europe are gathered here in Auschwitz concentration camp. But not anymore in Europe, and when you look at them injured, naked, and barefoot with their hair cut off, you think it is possible these women were once some pretty young girls and women, and that someone might have liked one of them. Look at them today. Here, these are the terrified beings with hardened face lines, their external appearances waiting for death, and their thoughts, intimate thoughts awaiting freedom. National Museum in Nice, Novaka Vuksavic at 8:30. So that is Yelisaveta Pediad before and after the captivity in Auschwitz. And look at the difference. Now this one explains how the Serbs were taken to Norway. Out of a total of 4,200 prisoners sent from Serbia to Norway, 750 were from Nice concentration camp. From Nice concentration camp, the prisoners arrived in Norway in June 1942, and then in October the same year, and the last group arrived in Norway in October 1943. And the camps were located in like towns like Botik, Krogen, Krokstrand, and Tromsø, also in other places. So none of these places I've ever been to in Norway. Like I know Tromsø is at the very top. Out of 750 deported prisoners from Nice concentration camp, 291 of them died in the Norwegian concentration camps, each of them confirmed by name. So this is the jacket that I wear with the Yugoslav Red Army flag. Short coat of Dragutin Sekovic. And he's like gloves, spoons, pot, shaving kit. Yes. And then this is a blanket from Norway, and a military coat of Dragutin Svetovic. So that life in Norway and the camps is really hard, especially with like the temperature. So this quote is from Ljub Boromir Vulekvik, how he escaped the concentration camp in Norway on August the 3rd, 1943, and got to freedom in Sweden, because Sweden was a neutral country. And number one, wooden boxes Predagav Demakvik made in Norway. The camera Stanmir Vasik bought in Norway after liberation. And personal objects, Choir of in Tears in Norway after liberation. Wow. Accordion of Stan Norge Milek, who fled the prison camps in Norway to Sweden. As a member of the Socialism of Yugoslavs in Sweden, he used the accordion for his performance. Yugoslav Norwegian society and activities were interred in Norway after liberation. This section is all about the Red Cross Society and what they did to save and treat these prisoners of war. The ones who were shot are all in this area, and then the ones who survived, their portraits are here. Skulls saved in the camp yard. And I really shouldn't be showing you this. This is a war crime right in front of your eyes. These people are victims of war crimes thanks to the stupid Nazis and their stupid ideology. They didn't just kill Jewish people, they killed Serbs and Romas in this country, and even resistance fighters. And these are the cells where the prisoners were kept. You had like one hole in the roof for light, and that was about it. Very dark in there. Just with one hole for light. In the attic of this building, it's where they kept the prisoners. So outside of the prison, we have a watchtower over there. A memorial plaque here. That's where the atrocities were committed. And then another camp right there. And in this area, we have a few pairs of fists joined together. And there's a bit of names of people on these plaques who died. The description is barely unreadable, but it's been written there for over 80 years, coming up soon. And some inscription right here in Cyrillic next to the plaque. And then another watchtower over there. And then that might be the end of it. So this concludes my tour of Nice concentration camp. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and learned a bit about history. And maybe one day when you come to Serbia, take time to come down to Nice and visit the Nice concentration camp and learn a bit more about history in this country for what happened in World War II. Because all of Europe was affected by World War II.